Welcome to Oasis. Ready for battle. One.
Alright, so right off the bat, I throw some here just to poke a little, see what's there. I called it out to my team. There was some coming out to me. You can't hear comms because this isn't my VOD, this is a replay, so I should probably play with you, I guess. But whatever. Anyway, so I'm not a flanking Genji really. I don't feel comfortable enough with flanking like that. I do it a few times, but for the most part I stay with my team or with my DPS. Like I noticed Tracer went over there, so I went to see what was up. And then I saw the support, so jumped in. I slept the fucking deflected the Ana sleep dart, hit the Mora with it, but the Tracer woke him up instead of killing the Ana.
Barrier in place.
So hold on, so just a brief recap for this other DPS here. He was pretty salty a lot of the time. You know, it wasn't, I mean, whatever. Anyways, so let's go back, let's see what my death was. Okay, so here's when I see the Ana. Let me change my display actually. What do display 1? There you go. So we have Ana, Mora over here. Who's not loaded. Or no, she's probably Wraith right now. So the Roadhog told me, so let's go over to his view and see what he's up to. So he sees me and goes straight for me. And then almost gets the Tracer there. So this Roadhog's actually, I think he's pretty good. Look at that, like if that was me, I wouldn't have killed that Lucio, to be honest. So this is a lost fight, like you definitely should be on the point. And there I am on the point. Died to Roadhog again. So here's me running to the point by the pool. When there's only 2 people there, I was like, maybe I could help Sigma. No, you can't, not by yourself. What are you thinking? And then Roadhog hit me right there. Which I know for a fact he aimed at me. It's up to the, I don't know how he hooked the Winston, or didn't hook the Winston there.
Ready to be deployed.
Alright, so here we're regrouping. The fucking other DPS was so bitchy. It was like, Genji's not with the team. I'm like, well, I'm clearly with the fucking team. Anyways, I'd probably die here really quick. I hide a little bit, Lucio comes to help me out. So I didn't play here because I didn't feel like it was necessary. I do dash there so I can get a reset if someone died. So notice the Ana's there. I figure Tracer's probably got the Reaper. Someone has the Reaper, so let me just see if I can keep the Ana away. I get stuck into geometry a little bit. Let's predict the fucking hog, and I was like, nope. So that was pretty good. I still have Blade. I intentionally held on to it. They called out Orisa's over here by herself, so get over there. I did that mostly to see who was behind us because I thought I heard something, but so here I am fighting by myself while the rest of the team is down there. I don't know what I'm thinking, but At least I didn't die, I guess.
All better.
So then I figured, hey, let me get up here, try to sneaky blade if I can, find a good position for it. Okay, so let's pause here. So obviously I don't have sights, right? I can't see anything. I just know that Orisa's there, and there are two other people, Mora and Soldier. I don't know where the other three are. I don't think I actually saw them. So let's go back a little. Oh, this is after I come down. Okay, so I blade here. Mora gets the fuck out. Smart.
Double.
I call out for healing, but there was no one fucking here. There was no healers for me. And that's my own problem. Right, so there's Lucio way over there. Getting zoned out by Orisa and Mora and Roadhog. Let's see if we can go back a little. Only blade lasted like a little bit longer. So here I'm dead. Lucio's over there. Baptiste is running back now. He just spawned. There was no healers for me. I should have fallen back, but the rest of the team was still fighting, and that's probably why I stayed.
Activating the barrier.
Come on.
Okay, so let's see what the situation is here. Winston jumps in by himself with Primal Rage. I'm not entirely sure why he would do that. I mean, the rest of the group is here. Where's Tracer? In spawn. Okay, well, what can you do? And let's see. So supports are hiding behind this pillar. That's pretty smart. Soldiers behind the shield and Orisa. Nice. Roadhog's by himself, almost. His supports can heal him though, so he's not in a terrible position. He's just really far out. But I'm not really sure what Winston's trying to do by doing a Primal Rage in here. Unless he can push him off, I guess. But let's see what happens. Let's do it half speed and see. Create a barrier. I'm not sure if we needed it really. So here I am trying to kill this Anna. Why? I don't know why I would do the single blade or like when I was close to range. I should have done that instead.
Cease your resistance.
Let them up. What is that melody?
I can't. I tried to switch strike, but I can't because I don't want to now.
Double kill.
I get the follow up, so that's good. I could have just switched strike there, but I didn't. I saw a Junkrat and he was so low. I kind of didn't bother with him, so I was like, let's kill this Roadhog instead.
Get inside.
I have a hard time chasing after this stupid head Roadhog. What the fuck throw was that?
I've got you in my sights.
So I still don't. I didn't know where he was. I was like, oh, he's good.
I am ready. Back at you.
Okay, so let's skip ahead a little bit.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Oh, too far.
My ultimate
I
is
guess we'll
almost
stay here.
ready.
Tracer's here. Tracer's flanking. Okay, cool. So I help her out a little. I have blade. I think I could have bladed here. Been okay. I had to reload, of course. So my bad.
I require healing.
I see this McCree, I'm like, he's deflecting me. But I used my deflect already. I fucking knew he was gonna deflect me, dude. I was like, it's coming. The way he was running at me, it was obvious. Alright, so they don't quite have the contest yet, but they did. Touch the point. I'm like, okay, cool. Decent sound barrier. And this is actually play the game here. So let's break it down, because I had to look at it quite a few times to actually understand what the fuck was going on earlier when I was analyzing the play of the game. So look, like, I didn't even know that McCree was there. I really didn't.
Vamos!
Like, the McCree, from my point of view, I never saw him. Let me show you again, sorry.
Overtime.
This tiny bit right here, this tiny window is all I got to see, and I was looking more like in this direction. That's where my eyesight was, you know, where my cursor is. So I didn't even see the McCree over there. I could have gotten flashbanged. Now, does he have it? I don't know. I don't know if he does. But it could have been bad for me. It could have been pretty bad. Let's see, he's number 8. So he does have flash. I could have gotten fucked up. Oh, let me clear that. But Winston was distracting him. I get him there. I waste a slash on Orisa. I missed that slash there. Overall, I think my aim could have been a little bit better. I wasted 2 slashes. I mean, at least 2 slashes. And then that's round 1. So this DPS, the other DPS, was like bitching so much about not getting heals. I mean, I was like, fuck, I died and I didn't really get heals for a while, but it was probably because the healers died, and I didn't really complain about it. I was just like, well, I mean, if I don't get heals, it's probably something that I'm doing, meaning I'm not in line of sight, I'm too far away in this case with Lucio, you know, like, it's not the healer's fault if you don't get healed sometimes, it's sometimes just your fault, plain and simple.
5,
Alright.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round.
So for this, so
Capture the objective.
since I'm not really a DPS player, and when I have gold damage, not that I care about medals, but when I do have gold damage and like gold limbs on Genji, I kind of feel concerned. But that is one of my roles, right? I'm supposed to have that. So I was like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good. I did pretty good that match for the first round, so I stuck with it. We could have killed that Pharah, I think, if I hadn't missed and then did reactive with Fist Strike really quickly. I think we could have just killed it right there. So I jump over, I see the supports here. I got so lucky. So lucky she missed. Alright, hold on. My aim is so bad. Let's go back a little.
I am rocking this objective.
I spent a lot of time reloading after I jumped. When I could have done like a little pop shot or something. So I could have killed that Anna like 1.5 times over already. If I was better at aiming at her, I could have killed her. She's still not dead. I can finally get her. Lucky push, so then I can get the kill there. She would have rezzed. I saw the Reaper really quickly, so I was like, I gotta help out.
Try me.
See Reinhardt just standing there. I'm like, let me just throw some shit at him. Figured Anna was gonna select shoot me. Hit by a nade, whatever. So here I am just jumping, trying to get free hits in. He's like holding up his shield for no reason, so I'm like, let's break it. There's just too free damage to it. So I actually called out. I was like, hey, there's Anna bashing in the main, and then Reinhardt's going to the left. So I jump over there to Winston. Missed the Mercy so many fucking times, but our Widow got him, so that's cool. I see Anna hella low. Could have fucking killed her again. Missed. And then I get slept. I call Winston to come back, please, and I think he turned around to look at me, and he was like, ah, fuck it. And he totally ignored me. And then Anna didn't try to kill me. So that's a thing. I don't know. I guess figured I was too much of a threat, or wanted to get away first.
No one can hide.
I called bashing over there with voice, but since this is a replay, you don't have voice. And then I noticed that Widow needed help, so that's why I was running that way.
Get inside.
Since I'm a support main, like I look at my teammates more than I guess other people would think about. So like I look back, see if like people getting up there. I knew Anna was to the left somewhere because of that voice line, but I couldn't find her. I couldn't see where she was. And then I saw her in the front, so I was like, oh okay. Now I think I could have bladed here, but I didn't. I was like, I don't think we need to. We have it at 80 something. We'll probably win this, and then we'll be fine. But I don't know what went wrong. Lucio's down. Bad blade now. Now it's a bad fucking blade. Like, okay. I got one kill at least, and then I get owned by Dario. Because there's no healers. Like, hey Firefly. They weren't, well, yeah, I agree. For that one, when they were out here earlier, I should have bladed. I definitely should have. Let's see if we can go back to it. No, let's go back. Yeah, here. When Lucio did it, I should have just gone in. I should have just done it. But I figured maybe if they push us back, then I'll blade them on point or something. Maybe that was my mentality at the time. I really don't remember. But I waited too long and lose around for it. Spoiler alert. So okay, so that one thing I noticed a lot in this game. Let me see if I can let's go back. There I am. Blade, and then, like, watch where I dash. It's like I end up so far from someone. I could have gone after the Mei right there. I could have, if I had looked to the left, I could have gotten a Mei at least, and that would have changed some situations. Maybe. You never know. Because I could have gotten another. I just killed her and then strip strike someone else really quickly. Instead, I had to run over to them, and while they're shooting at me. So they're just poking right now. They almost killed the fucking Baptiste though. So the other DPS, especially as McCree, was bitching so much about not getting healed, man. Like, as someone who plays a lot of healing, it's frustrating to hear that. Especially when like Genji's the one who's supposed to be asking for healing all the time. Like, you know. So I dash out and then I die anyways. And look, because there's no healing. There's no healers on the point. So why didn't I fall back behind the barrier at least? At least go behind the barrier. Jump over the wall. Like, I don't know why I stayed there. I mean, we could try to analyze it and see what my mentality might have been. I'm already back here, so.
Your resistance.
The trash aim, which sadly, that is actually better than I used to be. Okay, so I get the flex, whatever, and then I die. So, see, look, I could have been using the amp field too.
Barrier's about to break.
You have this feeling in front of him the whole time. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that they weren't healing at all, because there were times where I was like, fuck, man, like I didn't get any healing. But it's also your own responsibility to stay in a spot where you can be healed. As Genji, that's not always a thing that you can do if you want to be effective. So I genuinely hope until someone from my team helps. Oh my god, this death is bullshit. What the fuck is that? I'm so upset about this death. Still, like, it makes me salty. Let's watch it again. If he sees me, he goes for me. Dashed away, and I still die. I'm not even on the screen when it fucking blows up, dog. Look at this! At least behind the wall, no? Like, come on.
Oh, excuse me.
Kill the Mahal.
Look, oh my gosh, dude. Like, I'm fucking here. I guess that is close enough to this. I'll give him that. It is close enough to that. Fine. But that's so much bullshit, dude. I wish I could go back like a little bit. Like just a tiny bit more. Instead of like having to drag it. Okay, well here's the detonation. Here. And I guess I'm dead here. That's fucking huge. I barely had to tickle me, yeah. I mean, like, I knew it was coming, so I dashed away and I still died. So I was like, fuck, man, like, really? That's a big radius, to be honest. Let me turn off flux. Anyway, so clear. I'm salty about that death, but I accept it now that I've analyzed it.
Allow me to repair the damage. This will heal you.
So, sound barrier saves my ass from the mage. Jesus Christ.
What is that melody? Be quick about it.
Alright, so this is also another one that I looked at earlier. Jesus Christ, it was so bad. What is that dash? What is that? Where was I going? Where was I going with that? Yeah, I know. What happens if you dash through the tire? You actually still have a hitbox, so you would die from a tire. Do you know all the Genji combos? I don't think I do. Anyways, so let me go back to that shitty ass blade. A lot of the old combos don't work anymore because they nerfed his quick melee. Okay, so here's where I'm so salty about that stupid dash.
Draw.
A lot of it is you throw it, dash, melee. What the fuck was I dashing at? You know what I could have done instead? Let me see if I can rewind it again. So instead of looking so far away, you can actually shorten your dash by looking downward to the ground. Like you can actually choose the distance you want by looking towards the ground, or in the air. Well, in the air you normally would get the full length, but like so like a max dash would probably hit them right here, but I could have shortened it so many times there. So let's see if I had looked down at like this line right here, I would have ended up so much closer to the Zarya. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a bad dash because I went too far. If I had stayed near them, you would melee dash and then melee, and that's a lot more damage than just trying to swing again. Erase. No? Oh, there we go. Anyways, bad dash, bad blade in general, whatever. I already spoiled the result of this round.
Cease your resistance.
You swipe.
Огонь по готовности. Score.
Death walks among
Okay, so
you.
I switched to Reaper here because the McCree is like, Genji doesn't switch, he's being countered by Mei. Mei literally only stopped me once, twice maybe. So I didn't feel like I was being countered the whole time. But he was bitching so much, and he was just bitching so much about healing in general. And I was like, fuck it, I don't want to have people fucking yelling at me because I'm playing Genji. I just mean in general, you should be very deliberate with those dash. Well, I mean, it was deliberate. It just was aimed badly because I should have aimed down. That would still hit Zarya, and then I can slash her again. Because I know the Moira is gonna fade away from me. She's always done that every time I did it. So I was trying to go for the Zarya, but I fucking was looking at her and not like at her feet. If I was looking at her feet, I would have been fine. That guy's name is Battlefrog. Yeah. So Battlefrog won, not to throw any disrespect or anything, but he literally was like, Genji doesn't switch even though I'm being countered, and basically he's saying that that guy switched to Mei to counter me, which is fair. But they also went Pharah, and that didn't work for them either, because him as Widow and me and as Genji still stopped the Pharah. Like I killed the Pharah. So whatever. But anyways, I switched to Reaper because they're like, we gotta counter the Mei, which I agree, you do need to counter Mei, because fuck Mei. So yeah, that's why I'm not Genji anymore. Even though I think I was still doing decent. Obviously I made some mistakes, I made some bad blades. I could have ended the game. Round 2 we could have won already if I had done the blade right in front of their spawn.
Round 3. Capture the objective.
Repositioning.
But that's why we're here right now, is to learn from this. So I don't play Reaper a lot. I have learned to like jumping. I do like jumping. That's actually a bad habit. I should jump less. Unless I'm on Genji, then I should double jump more. It's actually a thought that I had, which you didn't get to hear because this is a replay and not a VOD of my recording. But I actually said maybe when I'm blading, I should double jump more. And I totally didn't even notice that Zarya was there until they called it out. Like, I called it out, I mean, they called it out right when I noticed that she was there, so I was like, whatever, let's turn around and go. I'm not afraid of a fucking Orisa, so I'm like, no, I'm gonna fucking let's go. So what I was trying to say is I don't play Reaper a lot, so I don't know, like, I don't have like his techniques down. I don't know when to Death Blossom. I don't know how to sneak around. That's not something I've ever practiced, so I'm a very front line, like, I'm gonna follow one of the tanks or the other DPS and just stay with them, basically. Like, that probably would have been a decent Blossom there, but I figured he had Lamp, so I didn't do it. Although I think it was like, why did I blade there? Why?
I'm in the zone.
So I knew I was by myself out there, so I was like, I'm getting the fuck out. It was not a fat finger. It was not, unfortunately, a fat finger. I wish I could say it was, but it wasn't. There's probably someone behind me too. Oh, I thought, oh, he's dead. Whatever. So first he's there, they get the kill on her. I call Reaper on high, or Bear on the high ground, but there's no one really to stop her.
Fire at will. Victory.
That unfortunately was not a fat finger Blossom. I wish. I did a fat finger. Yeah, it was a fat finger Blossom the other day. It was. You know, it happens. Whatever. The Lucio's so far away from me, there's no way you can fucking help me. Oh my god. Well, like, I never once in chat or spam voice line I needed healing, even though I did. Like, I would try to fall back, and then if I survived, you'd run to a healer. I wasn't like, oh my fucking god, I need healing, like Battle Frog 1 over here.
Activating the barrier.
Come on.
Oh, let's break it.
Oh my god, I'm so, like, look at his fucking silver aim. I knew she was gonna nade, and I swear, I promise you, I pressed E. I promise you, I pressed E. People are way too weird about the I need healing. I'll fucking use that shit. If I need healing, I'm gonna use it. I don't give a fuck. It's there for, first of all, it pings where you are so your healer can find you. It's amazing. It's a great tool. Fucking use it. But don't spam it, because it's annoying if you spam it.
My ultimate
Unless you're at critical fucking health, then okay. See, like there, okay, so at that range, I don't think I should have been using the triple. I don't think I should have been doing the straight line one. I think I should have done the individual. And I'm actually better at aiming the individual ones. I don't know. I'm not sure why. Like, you're only supposed to use the line one if you're in close range, where like all three of them will hit for that burst damage. Or on tanks, I guess, because they're fat. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't think I was in that close enough range where it was worth it.
Oh, let's break it. Damn! Get in here.
Overtime.
Did again.
Double, triple kill. Quadruple kill.
I'm on fire. The objective is mine. Be quick about it.
Kill.
I've been accused of spamming it when I was just using it how I think how it should be used.
Move to the beat.
Firefly, I have never had an issue with you
Score.
using it in the games that we've played.
1-0.
So if that's how you were using it, then I think you're using it fine.
Ready for
Like I
battle.
want my teammates to ask for healing, cause then I know, hey, I need to look at you and heal you. Sometimes tunnel vision is a thing. It happens. And although I'm a very heal-focused person when I play, like sometimes that tunnel vision happens. Like
5, 4, 3.
sometimes more than others, maybe. Like sometimes I will press it when I'm at full health if I know I'm about to be focused.
Capture the objective.
Turn it up.
Okay. I haven't thought about that. That's
Activating the barrier.
Look at that. We could have killed that fucking Pharaoh, man. And then I missed a dash, anyways. Like, whatever.
My ultimate is
Here's
ready.
so let's think about what did I do good, right? Like instead of just focusing on everything that I might have done bad. Like it happens a lot on Sombra, where I know that someone is gonna turn on me. If I could get a pocket before that, then I'm gonna get a pig. That's very fair, and but you use your comms a lot. Like you do talk, so like you'll call out most of the time when you're about to engage. It's never a surprise when we're playing together. I'm like, okay, I know Firefly's going in, so I need to help him in some way. Like I mean, just as former teammates, we do know each other though. So so what did I do well, right? Like there has to be some things that I did good. It can't be all horrible. I think I did focus healers a lot and just kept them busy for the most part. So like here I am flanking, right? Like, and you see me flanking the healers all the time. Like maybe too much. I don't know. I don't know if that's the thing. Is it too much focus on the healers sometimes? Why does it keep doing that? That's weird. I think my aim could have been better on the healers, but that's not the discussion right now. My blades could obviously be better. And I was saying earlier, I think I could double jump more when I'm blading because I do get hit very easily. Did you get any picks? I did get some picks, yes. But not necessarily before a fight. It was probably during a fight when I got a pick and not before. But I'm not a flanking Genji. See, like right now, I'm still close to my team. I don't go off by myself a lot. Because I don't feel comfortable doing that yet. Yeah, when I say pick, I mean first kill generally. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, in this game, maybe. I was gold damage for most of this game. So I was doing a lot. I was getting a lot. I had gold limbs, gold damage. Not that I care about medals, but it was saying that I was doing something as a DPS at least, right? Like, if all the DPS are going to flaunt having gold medals, I can say I had gold damage and goldy limbs. And I think I maybe had silver objective kills. I don't remember exactly. I don't think you can see it here. What does shift do? It's just enabling the sound. That's weird. Kind of your job as DPS isn't really to get damage, to get kills. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. That's a fair argument too. Unless you're... Well, I mean, even any of the DPS, even the shield break ones, like Bastion, Junkrat, Pharah can kind of... Hanzo with his storm arrows, like, they can do damage, right? Like, But mostly burst, yeah. But see, that's the thing. What I'm saying is like, if I improve my aim some more, where that time I'm spending on the Ana and the Mora, or in this case Mercy, like I could have gotten those kills a lot quicker. And if my aim gets any better, then this would have been an easy win already, right? Like, cause I get the Ana down really low so many times in this game. And if my aim was just a little bit better, even just a tiny bit, where I hit like an extra shuriken or two, she would have been dead. Tanks create opportunities, DPS capitalize on that space for kills. It's obviously more nuanced, but that's what you should be focused on in the review, in my opinion. Are you accomplishing that goal? Well, in this current situation here, that's what I'm going for, right? They've occupied like here's my tanks, right? And they've occupied the front line right here. Like they're keeping this busy, and the supports are looking this way, and I'm over here ready to pounce on them. Like they created this opportunity. They're keeping everyone focused in this area. So I think right now in this little snapshot, I would be keeping, I would be creating like taking advantage of the space they made. And okay, so there was actually a moment earlier where I was up here, right? Well, oh damn. See, I wish I knew the Widow was fighting that Pharah. Instead, I'm on the support. I could have helped her kill the Pharah. Anyway, see, I didn't even know that until I just turned around right now. But anyways, like there was a moment where I was up here, like just trying to get some free hits in, and then Winston jumps in. So I'm like, okay, he's now distracting them. I'm gonna go help him. And a lot of times I'll help dive whatever the Winston or whatever tank is on. And that's kind of just a practice I had as Brigida a lot. True, that would have been a kill you could be securing. Never mind, I think you're in the wrong spot. See, but that's not even something that I could see from here. And Widow never asked for help. The only time that other DPS ever said anything was, I need healing, or I'm not getting healed, or nobody's healing. Like, that's all he ever said. He never said anything about their positioning, their health. Like, I saw it the most in comms right now. So there's Pharah above me.
Activating the barrier.
This is beginning of the match here.
My ultimate is charging.
So you can hear her. You can hear her, but I never see her again.
I am rocking.
See, look, I could have fucking killed her there, man. Oh, fuck. Anyways. So I knew about the Pharah, yes. But I never saw her once I dropped down. Obviously, because she's a Pharah.
Activating the barrier. Oh, turn it up.
As soon as I missed the Pharah on the dash, I was like, nah. Because I don't know where she is. I would have to look around, and I felt like that was too much of a loss than just trying to go after a healer. So, I mean, that's just what my silver mentality is. Alright? I'm not like you in plat. Almost diamond. Did you get diamond yet, by the way? So, like, I missed that, right? Like, here's my point of view. Oh, shit. Can I not? Oh, here. See, like, oh, so I see her for like 2 frames. She's down here. I do think if you were better mechanically, you could have killed the Mercy, but that's just practice. Yeah, I think I could have killed both of them if I was slightly better. Not even saying great, just slightly better. All this info is overloading my wee silver brain. Hey, I'm a silver brain too, so it's okay. When it comes to DPS, I'm a silver apparently, which I'm okay with. I'm not trying to say that I'm better than that. I just wish like
The objective is in
so. It might not have been a bad play, really, but the Pharah was an easier kill in retrospect, but she had no hope of heals. Oh, because she had, yeah, I agree. I agree with you. But, yeah, see, her health is fucking low. I don't even know where the McCree is. I never even fucking, oh, he's over here. But, like, I don't know, man. God. It's so I'm so salty watching it every time, but it's good to watch the failure. At least I get that kill, like TVH.
Oh, super.
Try me. Yosh.
Alright, so literally in this game, I guess because we're all silver brains, no one called out fucking shit except for me. Like, seriously. I was like, hey, Anna, Reinhardt, main. Like, I literally, like, no one said shit in this whole game except I need fucking healing for the other DPS. No one called targets. No one called out anything. No one called out, hey, we need to run to the point, or hey, we should fall back, or anything. There was no chat. What the fuck? Hey, that's pretty cool. The Anna was observant. She didn't want her sleep dart until after your like yeah. The Anna, I think, I mean, I let the Anna get away with too much by not killing her fast enough, but she wasn't a bad Anna. I don't think I would have been able to hit her from this angle, so that's as close as you can get. Oh, jeez. So at this point is when I called out, hey, there's Ryan and Anna, right? What is there a play button? No? Damn. Maybe it's like enter or some shit. Nope. Fuck. I don't know. Whatever. So like I'm like, well, he's putting his shield up. Let's just tag it a little bit. I'm like, hey, he's just putting it up for no reason. Let's hit him. So this happens. I noticed that they start rotating, and then I noticed the Bastion too. So I was like, fucking Bastion. And I don't know if I saw Mercy, but I know I said Bastion and Anna or something. And then I was like, hey, Reinhardt and someone else was going to the left. So then that's how our Winston fucking knows to come over here with me. I could have killed this fucking Anna! Jesus Christ! Oh! Oh my gosh. But so I found it interesting that she didn't try to kill me or call for help. Instead, she just ran away. Like, I think she should have been like, hey, Bastion, come kill this Genji. Or Well, I guess there's no one near her on your team, right? There's no one here. Man, Widow's right there and didn't even help me out, really. But yeah, I'm pretty far from my team right now. But I knew that. I knew I was far from my team, and I actually called for Winston to come back, and he didn't. I was a little sad. So I didn't know where Anna went. I just know she ran away somewhere, and I heard footsteps up top. So I'm like, oh shit, is she up top? So I was like, so I called. It's like, hey, I think someone's up top, and then I go to jump up there. Of course, it's our Widow, and not Anna. But whatever.
Personne n'échappe.
See, I didn't know about this fucking teleport right here. I didn't even not hear that. I did not see that. Holy shit. But see, now it makes sense because later on, I turn around to look at Widow, and I'm like, oh fuck. See, there I am trying to fucking. Oh wow.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
I'm not sure what it told me to like just turn around and look at Widow, but I was like, that's someone's in danger. So I just look over there and I'm like, oh fuck. So I try to help out.
Enemy in my sights. No one can hide from my sight.
Why is the Widow not going for healing? She's standing up, balcony with hello help. I don't know. Press the I need healing button too. Maybe that'll help. And here's the blade I should have taken. Ah. Yeah, I mean, she had a good sight line, right? Like, let's go to her point of view.
Get in here.
Thank you.
See, like, that was a free hit.
No
She
one
could have gotten a
can
kill,
hide
straight
from
up.
my sight.
If that was Old Reaper, that would have worked on his ass, but nope.
Thank you.
You can tell. Oh, look, he presses I need healing way too late. Like, dude. She's not, see, but she's not even taking part of the fight in this case right now. So she could have jumped down and then gone back up. That's
Oh, let's break it.
whatever. That's whatever.
Get in here.
Adieu.
My shitty blade, yay!
La veuve tisse sa toile.
They aim like I do. They aim like I do. I think he goes McCree now, though. See why he was mad? That maybe he has no awareness. You can still jump down. You could have called for healing earlier, though. Like,
Justice saying.
just saying. I'm not like, yeah, for sure. That was like a minute ago or something, right? Like,
Level.
it's more than that.
Thank you.
No one can hide from my sight.
Shot right there. He's number 5. I didn't even turn up there. Didn't even look. Didn't even look that way. Damn. Feels bad. What the fuck camera is this? Fucking feels bad, Widow.
Get in here!
He didn't even fucking look up! He didn't even look up, dog!
No one can hide from my sight.
At least he healed me because I ran in front of him, right? Like, damn. Didn't even fucking look up! Oh, man! Poor Widow.
Activating the barrier. Let them out.
Okay, so we had looked earlier. I think it was.
Let them out.
Nope, that's far.
One.
Was it? It was before this moment, but like, we kind of determined that in my current position, because the tanks are here, it wasn't like a terrible thing that I was doing, right? Even though Pharaoh's over here, I think at the moment it wasn't too bad of a play, even though I could have gone for the Pharaoh. I didn't know that she was low, but yeah. So, okay, so that's one good point, you know, like, I knew my tanks were in on the point, right? I knew they were there in the center, so I'm like, okay, and everyone is looking over that way, which makes sense, it's the front line. So I'm like, yes, let's fucking be here. So on round 1, let's see if I did something good, right? Like, I guess we can start all over.
Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Activating the barrier.
I am ready.
I know for a fact here on voice, I called out, hey, there's Roadhog in the middle. I think I said to 2 people, but I was like, there's people in the middle, in main.
The objective is now.
Gonna make you feel
Okay, so in this situation here, I instead opted to help Sigma instead of the Bastion and Lucio being chased by Roadhog and Orisa. So probably not the best decision that I could have made. Let's go back a little bit. Well, that's a little far, I think. Oh no, this is good here. So this is when I decided to turn off the Reaper. Right, so I lose sight of the Roadhog and Orisa here. And who the like I don't know what they did. Obviously they rotated around, right? They went this way here to set up. But I never saw it. Can you turn off the overlay when using this view? I don't know. Like the health bars and stuff? No, I don't think you can turn off the health bars, no. Oh god, the sounds. Spectate toggle. Nope. Overlay control I. Oh no. I want the overlay on. Oh, so you want like the positions here. Oh, okay, okay, I got you. So like, I gotta help the same one because a Reaper is gonna fuck up a tank fairly easily, right? Like, that's probably why I turned to help him because I was like, he's being flanked and I want to help, right? I don't want to just shoot at a shield when I could be shooting at somebody. The fuck, yeah, right? What is Lucio doing? Tracer is way the fuck over here. Baptiste? Baptiste! So, okay, I was feeling a little bit bad about turning on the Reaper to help Sigma out, but at least I'm trying to help the team. What the fuck is Tracer doing? Maybe he's going after the Junkrat. I don't know. Let's see. Here. Well, maybe, yeah. See, Junkrat's shooting, so he's probably trying to get the Junkrat. But still, like, Tracer could have been building ult so fast on the Orisa. Yeah. Well, what? But are we a five? We're not 5v5. We should be ideally, but the 5 of them are pretty much at point, and right, they're here, and then we got Baptiste way the fuck over here. Well, Lucio is trying to 1v3, 1v4, because Moro could easily turn around and get him. And Roadhog is looking at his ass like, I don't know. So, was it right for me to go for the Reaper? Was it, like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Should I instead have left Sigma to his own devices, climbed up, and then just poked at him here? Or should I have gone through their shield since they're rotating around? I didn't know that they were rotating at this moment, right? Because I was at the Reaper. Sigma is probably dead without help since he doesn't have great heals right now. He has no heals. He has no line of sight to Lucio. And I don't think this is close enough. And then fucking Baptiste is over here. Like, he can't help anybody here right now. I don't know if he's on the lower or the upper. He's on the lower, so like, he's still can't help anyone now. So let's slow down a little. Let's see. Baptiste is literally standing there.
The objective is now active.
How Sigma lived with a Reaper. Well, I guess I was putting pressure on him. Tracer came back. You know, Tracer came back from the side. You know, came from here, came back, got his ass. And okay, so here I'm like, all right, I see the supports. I think I was standing here, right? So I'm like, I see the supports, so I'm gonna come around and get them from there. And I know Tracer ends up over there too. I think that was a good decision. At least at the time, I was like, hey, I see supports. Roadhog sees my ass. Well, potentially. He probably saw me. I don't know. He was pretty good at tracking me. Let's see. He's number 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, whoops. Oh, not still. There. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe he saw me, maybe not. Oh, whoops. I think he might have saw me. Oh, I don't know what that Lucio could have fucking died so easy though.
The objective is now active.
He should have been dead right there already. Like, I don't know how the fuck he's alive. Besides, Baptiste finally showing up right there. Literally right there. Oh, he definitely saw me flanking. I fucking slept the fucking... I slept the Mora. Oh. To be honest, dude, silver games suck. Your team is always going to position like that or worse. The way to climb out of silver on DPS is to get to the point where you can stay out on silver players. Yeah, I mean, see, but I have to get to that point, right? Like, it's not like I have carry potential or anything like that. And then, of course, I'm playing one of the harder characters that if you're not good with, then it's a hard time, right? But I chose that life for some reason. So let's see this situation here. I can give you a huge tip for beating up silver players. Lay it on me. Lay it on me. What is it? Is it exploit their mistakes? Because that's normally what it is. Okay, so I don't really like where I'm positioned here, right? Like, here's Lucio, right? And his range is probably like that perfect. Look at that perfect circle, but his range is probably like it's up to where Winston is, maybe a little further, right? So like, I'm definitely not in range of Lucio. Baptiste maybe can see me, maybe. I don't know. They will guaranteed always burn their cooldowns at a stupid time. Abuse them for it. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. That's yeah. Definitely. But yeah, so like maybe he can heal me, right? But like I'm generally not in his line of sight. Like he can't see past this pillar. He can probably see like this area. Let me redraw that. He can probably, well, it didn't erase. There we go. So like he can see this area here. Right, so maybe he can see me, but if I step forward even a little bit, like I would want to go around the shield or through the shield, he wouldn't be able to see me anymore. So maybe what I could have done instead was jump up and then try to poke from there. And then if I need healing, I can jump down. So another thing I'm just noticing from watching this is that I like to stand in front of their shield a lot for some reason, and probably because I want to deflect all the damage. But that's not necessarily a smart thing to do. I'm really normally not that gutsy with the flex, right? I'll try to do it at when I think it's the opportune moment. And like, what is the flex gonna do here? Just besides damage or shield that she can replace in, you know, 4 and 6 seconds, right? So like, well, in this case, I can't deflect, and I just used it, right? So I probably deflected in their face for some reason, and it's not even doing anything except hitting their shield, right? Like, that's not gonna do anything, because Orisa can drop her shield pretty quickly, right? So the next game I need to keep in mind if I play Genji, which to be honest I'm probably going to, knowing me, like not to do that. Don't stand in front of their shield and deflects. And in this game, like, everyone's gonna have a shield tank. It's just gonna happen. They added a new shield tank, like, and people want to play Sigma. Of course, they're gonna have shields. So, yeah, that's another thing that I can learn from this. Let's see if I can get Baptiste angle here. Oh yeah, he could barely see me. He's number 5. Yeah, you could barely see me. What is he looking at? Why is he looking at the ground? Like, cursor placement, not great. Cause unless he's trying to heal Winston, which I guess he could be, but he should still be aiming here, right? Like in this spot, if he's gonna shoot the ground to heal Winston, which is what I would have been doing. How do I get a bigger thing? Wasn't it bigger before? Oh, here we go. Like, this is where you would want to be aiming if you're shooting at Winston. He's looking fucking down here. He's not gonna heal. Like, his healing radius is maybe like, that's too generous. Like this. Like, he's not gonna heal shit like that. Cause Silver, oh gosh, was my aiming? Okay, I don't know how my cursor fitness was, to be honest. So I'm talking shit about Baptiste. I don't even know what mine is like. So let's go back, right? We'll just. So it's slightly down. See, I should be aiming a little bit ahead, right? Instead of like trying to get body shots for sure. That was better.
Get into position. Kill the Maho.
I mean, I think my cursor placement was a little better, especially since this was during a fight and Baptiste was looking at the fucking ground. Not even the ground where the Winston was at, where he was potentially aiming at. Like, oh man. Silver, oh gosh. Alright, let's see. Let's go to somewhere random. Not the end, obviously.
Ready for battle.
Death walks among you.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Alright, so, I mean, the ideal cursor placement would be like head height, right? So I should be already, I mean, I guess in this case I'm head height with Lucio, right? But if I was approaching somebody, I should be aiming like here. So that's already low. But we'll see as I approach a wall or something, or like where the enemies are.
1.
Repositioning.
So it's a little low. I mean, obviously now that I have high ground, it's not low anymore. But it was a little low. I was walking up. So if I had to fight somebody immediately up there, if they had gone up to the high ground where we were, I wasn't aiming at them. See, like I'm aiming. I should be looking up here. Or trying to peek up earlier. instead I'm looking down. Oh fucking hell! Instead I'm down here, where I would have to fucking like flick up to aim at them. So my cursor placement in this case here, not good. Because silver, but it's true. It's fair to say it. I am actually silver. Like I'm not upset about it. I'm trying to learn from my flaws by looking at this. That Baptiste though, that was really bad to me. Like, if I caught myself doing that as Baptiste or Anna, I would be so upset with myself. Okay, so while I'm fighting, let's go back a little bit if I can.
Observe the barrier.
Okay, so I'm looking at them, right? Like, I see. So if as I was falling, I should have been turning upward with them, right? That's tracking. So my tracking wasn't great. And here I'm aiming. See, it's low. I'm still aiming downward. I should be looking up here, where they are. Instead, I'm looking downward, just a tiny bit, So it's body shots, or even in the leg. It's not aiming for the torso, like the majority of their body. It's not. So I could be doing a lot more damage. Just in general, if I even looked up, like I don't know how many pixels is this, like 50 pixels or some shit, like just a tiny bit. Just like how easy is this movement right here? Like I'm doing it right now. It's so simple. Or I could just move up and I'll be fine. So probably what's the issue is my resting position on my mouse, or however I was holding it. It's probably just like it's too low in general. It's probably like down here in general. So I should rearrange my hand or where my mouse is when I'm resting so that it's higher up already and I don't have to be looking up as I'm trying to shoot people. And that's probably why I have a harder time shooting people that's higher up, because I have to do this initial here and then go for that range. It's like the amount of distance is too much, I guess.
I am taking the objective. Reinforce this position.
The replay system's pretty good. I like it.
Observe the barrier.
So I hear the freezing, and I think they might have called out Mei too, so I was like, oh hell no. I chose Reaper to fucking kill this Mei.
I am taking the objective.
That would have been a good shot, I think. If she wasn't frozen, I think I would have been a pretty good damage there.
Barrier is about to break.
Sleep.
Okay, so this aim here, I don't think is that bad on the Orisa. Obviously, it could be higher. Like, they're on stairs, so they have slightly higher positioning, so I should be aiming slightly higher. Should punish that Junkrat for overextending. Fuck that bitch.
Stand with me.
Push on.
Die.
I think I could have aimed a little better on that Zarya. But I do like how we all collapsed on her like that. Like, that was really good. That was really good on our team. Zarya's got my back, awesome. With a bubble. Also, like I said earlier, I wasn't afraid of that Orisa. This silver, baby, I'm not afraid of that bitch. Okay, so for, let's go over there. And then go back a little bit. I want this, where do I want the camera? Maybe here. Oh, too far, fuck. Okay. So I see the Mei there. I'm like, alright, let's go kill this fucking Mei. Okay, so how could I have, if possible, right, in this situation, what could I have done to secure this kill? Now she is getting healed up, so she'll probably end up at, well, like, I don't think she'll be at full, maybe like here, right? Like that'll be her health. And we do know that there's a fucking Zarya, because she just blasted that bitch and she bubbled her. So I was actively trying to like make sure I didn't get walled to prevent her from running away. Like I was more okay with like if I got walled off, but at least I killed her, I'd be okay with it. Well, Zarya bubbled early, so it looks like a window, but her team could be close. Right. So this, I mean, that's why I'm looking at my point of view. Like I'm over here. I actually moved over to the right of like kind of behind her, right? Zoom out. So here's Mei. I tried to be closer to the side so that if she walled in front of her. Oh, nice. I got when she was breaking, I think. Oh no, that's when she's going in. Yeah, so in case she put down the wall, right? I wanted to be like, if she put it here, at least I would be on the other side to try to cap her or something. I don't know if I could have, right, with my silver aim, but that was my intention, was that if I stand on this side here and she walls off, I can maybe try to get her. And she still got the wall off, but and she did block me, unfortunately. But that's what I wanted to just look at like really quickly. It was like, could I have positioned myself better to secure this kill? And that's a look. This barrier from Sigma is pretty good because Mora can't heal through shields or barriers. That Baptiste that they just chose can't, or not chose, but the Baptiste can't heal through the barrier. Oh, can he? Can he shoot the barrier? I don't know, but Mora can't unless she throws her orb, and she didn't. I don't think. But she said so. She has support here. Wait, you're telling me this Mei lives? She does live. She walls us up fucking perfectly. Like, there, I couldn't walk through this space here. McCree might have been able to cap her. Look at this angle. I think he had a pretty good angle here to get her. But better than I did. I barely had a window. Alright, so she walls off. I walk away, of course. I don't know. I don't know why I started strafing there when I could have stood there. Maybe, probably because I saw so many enemies there. I'm like, no. Oh, that fucking Mora could have died.
Watch your back.
That's horrible blossom, but whatever, dog. Yeah, it was a really good wall. I wanted to look at it again just to see if maybe I could have done something about it. I mean, it wasn't likely, but you know. I do like that I had the presence of mind to fucking get out. Right? Like, that I wasn't like, oh, let me just be Reaper and stay in the fight the whole time. Like I was like, see, I didn't have to warp. I could have just been like here, right? I could have been here, but I was like, they're all fucking here. My team's so far from me. Fuck that. I don't want to be here. So I fell back with that. Was it? I don't know what that village was. That Pharah contributed nothing that whole round. Like, I think they might have switched too late, I guess, but I mean, they had 69, 70%, but they didn't contribute anything to that fight.
Огонь по готовности. Victory.
So let's see. So we did determine that my silver aim, like my cursor placement, could be a little bit better. See, like there, I'm looking down when I have to look up them, right? Like I should just look up more in general. Right? See, I'm still looking downward. It's not much, but it's something, and that's precious time lost where I could just be shooting at them instead of looking up and then having to fix my aim again.
From the shadows.
Do you track ults? Sometimes. In this game, I didn't. I didn't track ults. Unless it was like a team wipe. But no. So I try to track ults. Yeah. When I'm playing with my friends, I constantly remind them, hey, what ults did they use? Call targets. Do this and that. But when I'm playing by myself, I don't do it nearly as much. I think I care significantly more when I'm playing with my friends, and that's why I'll literally sometimes lead them and be like, hey, we need to do this and this is the problem, all of this. So like when I'm playing with friends, I actually do a lot more than I'm playing solo. I don't know if that's a bad thing. Probably. I could be adding more to my games. But this is also silver players where the McCree was flaming me for being Genji. Like, sorry. I don't think, see, like, and I even said it, I was like, I don't think me being Genji, I don't think I was doing that bad. I was contributing quite a bit. I was securing kills when we needed it for the most part. My aim could have been better. I could have killed the Ana and Mora like 6,000 times faster, right? And sometimes it got away from me, but I don't think I was doing horrible things. I was doing things in hindsight that were bad, but not necessarily that quick decision. I don't think they were like horrible, especially not for a silver. Obviously, everything could be better. I'm not a professional, but like I don't think as a silver it was that bad. They look funny when they're dying. What is her face? Holy shit. What the fuck? Can you do the Guardian Angel jump trick? I am not consistent with it. So I don't go for it unless it's like necessary. But a lot of times I don't go for it. I played around with that on the practice range for like an hour today. Holy shit, I had no idea how good it was. Yeah, it is good. But I'm not very good at doing it, and I don't spend that much time in training mode or practice range. With Mercy at least. I do practice. I'll go in there just to like warm up a little bit with like Ana, Hanzo, Genji, Soldier, or just to try out abilities, do some testing and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't practice that. I think you have to get good at that to be good at Mercy. Well, I'm not gonna say that I'm really good at Mercy, but I am pretty good at Mercy, and I don't use it. I mean, obviously I could be using it, right? But I escaped from a lot of deaths with Mercy. Um, and that was a long time ago when I was doing placements and I was streaming it randomly, and some guy happened to be watching, and he thought I was a diamond. And I was like, sorry, man, I'm only like low gold. She's legit one of the most mobile heroes in the game. Yeah, she can be. She definitely can be. Alright, well, I mean, I'm sure there's more to analyze here, but it would probably be like a nitpick to... I like how it's all on the same fucking map. Let's see if we can find where we are. Look at that, we're all the way fucking here. You thought that shit was in the background? Nope. You're actually on the same fucking map. Oh, this is the tire, yeah. I was probably looking that way because the tire, but otherwise, why am I like if that's the only reason why I'm looking at over here, then that's What's my cursor placement? What is this cursor placement? Like, why am I looking here? Eye level, head level would be here, right? Like, at least. So yeah, we have for sure determined that I just need to move my aim, my initial placement at least for my cursor, a little bit higher. You know, this isn't crazy. This isn't a crazy amount. It's not like that fucking Baptiste was down fucking here. What's he looking at right now? He's what, number 5? He's looking... Well, I mean, if he's shooting grenades... Well, if he shot a grenade, he would actually miss. Unless it hit the Winston. Because he could just look at the ground. He can just look right here and hit both of us to heal. He's probably trying to shoot somebody, I don't know. But he could literally just look here and he'd be healing us. So, I mean, in this case, his aim isn't that bad. I don't know what Sigma was looking at earlier when I fist him. What the fuck is Lucio looking at? He's probably trying to wall ride, if I had to guess. That's a view. Oh, he probably turned around to see who's contesting, right? That Lucio said, fuck you, Genji, you're gonna die. I'm gonna leave you alone right now and you die.
Nothing's gonna stop me. Here, let's pick it up.
Observe the barrier.
F it up. Oh, let's break it. Damn! Get in here.
Double, triple. Quadruple kill.
I'm on fire. The objective is mine. Be quick about it.
Alright. So...
Triple kill.
My aim is
Quadruple kill.
the objective is mine.
Here I am running towards your spawn. Where the fuck is my cursor? At the fucking ground. God damn. Right? I should be looking up here. Again, it's like this small fucking just hold it up here instead. Just look up. Just look up. Maybe here. That's probably no. If someone was standing it, yeah, I'd probably be here at the top line. At this line. Right, it'll probably be up there. So yeah, the first line I drew. Ah, jeez. I really hope that I can keep this all in mind when I'm playing next time. So that I just hold my hand up a little further. That's it. That's all I have to do is hold it up a little bit and my aim won't be on the fucking floor. Because if they were to peek out at from this corner, well, I'm jumping. I'm in the air, but it's actually like I'm aiming like down here, right? So like here, their head, it's gonna be up here, which means my aim has to fucking go like this, or I guess this. When I could just hold it basically where it is right now, I'm in the air when I'm jumping, and just swipe over to the side instead of having to do some weird angle. Oh, gosh. All right. Well, like I was saying earlier, like I'm sure there's more to analyze from this, but we would have to break down so much, and I am a silver brain, so you know, only so much I can do right now. I do appreciate you coming in, Firefly, helping me out. Really cool of you. We will if you're still here. Glad you're here. Um, so let's see. We'll just I could either do a game now, see if I can implement what I've gone over, which is using the space that my tanks have created, which I think I generally did. Um, but I could probably keep that in mind more. I could try to see like low health targets better, like that Pharah. I could have turned around, helped the Widow with the Pharah. Easy pick right there. My aim clearly needs to be better, but I'm not gonna freak out about that. That's gonna happen over time. I can't fix that immediately. Um, and not stand in front of shield and deflect for no reason. I'm probably trying to do that to protect our shield and break their shield, but it's not worth it. It's unless there's a fire like a fire strike coming through that can go through the shield. I don't think there's a reason for me to be standing in front of a shield, in front of my shield, especially like why do that? If I'm going to be standing with my tanks, why should I be standing in front of the shield? That just doesn't make any sense. You wouldn't be doing that as any character, so why would I want to do that as Genji? Um, I don't know, like that's not even typical of my normal play. It's just something I was doing this game for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I felt like I needed to be more active, so I was doing that. I don't know, but I could have been getting better positions, maybe go high ground more. I should be using high ground more. I only on the second round do I ever use the high ground where like that Widow was. But on this map, like just on the first point, uh, like I could have been using this platform up here. I use this window like just to hide a little bit, so I see if I can get a good blade based on where my teammates were shooting at. But like I could have been standing up here, better high ground, trying to poke from up here, see if I can get some flanking angles from over here. Like, so I think high ground is something I should use more. Clearly not the Genji brain that I need. Uh, so high ground, aim, oh, cursor placement, better blades, better dashes for when I'm blading for sure. Double jumping more. Wall climbing for sure. I should be doing more just to make myself more elusive, right? Like I hate trying to kill a Genji who is all over the fucking place, impossible to hit, and I'm not being like that. need to emulate that more. So if I ever run into a Genji that's doing that, I should watch that replay and see what he's doing and try to recreate that if I can, which I'm actually pretty good at. When I see something, I'm normally pretty good at recreating what I see. Um, I've done it a lot in the other games that I've played, so I might be able to recreate it if I looked at what those Genjis were doing. On Reaper, I think I did pretty good on Reaper, except for that stupid ass Blossom that wasn't a fat finger. I think what happened is I saw them in a room. I'm like, oh, I'm totally close enough. Let me just blossom them and kill them. But I wasn't even in the room with them, so of course it's not gonna do shit. Uh, um, is there anything else you can think of, Firefly? Not really. You found a lot of stuff. Just pick one of those things and focus on it really hard next time you play. Yeah, I mean that's true. I did. Uh, but I'm glad that I was able to find things, right? Like especially as someone whose skill rating is not very high, I think I was able to find quite a bit of flaws and ways to and maybe what's the word, like solutions necessarily, like, or alternate options. Like I was able to think about what I could have done as well. Like it's like, oh, maybe I could have climbed up here, or how I was looking at my angle, like what was I looking at, and then maybe if I instead of turned around climbed up this wall or something like that. Like I was really trying to just break down what I could, like I'm not amazing at this game and I know it. And I really like this game. I don't play it a lot, right? But I do like this game. So having Roku has really inspired me to just try to be better. Um, Seeing that my DPS is so much lower than my other ranks, which although isn't very high, it's still a difference in a whole different tier and everything. So I want it to be at least somewhat equal. If anything, I want it to be like high silver. It doesn't even have to hit gold. If it hits gold, cool, but like high silver at least, I don't want to go lower than that. So if I could get it up to like 18, 19, I'm fucking dude, like that's fine with me. If I get gold, I'll be happy as fuck. But so right now I'm trying to think about what is the most important thing to focus on. Like if I were to only take one lesson and just drill that in my brain for the next time I play, what is it? Like I think cursor placement is probably one of them. Like every time I was looking at my cursor placement, it was pretty low. Crosshair placement, yeah, that's what I meant. Um, yeah, it was always just low in general, and if it was just that tiny bit higher, right? Like I don't even know how many pixels that is. Just that tiny bit. If it was just that tiny bit higher, I wouldn't have to work so hard to aim at somebody every time I was looking at them. Like every time I see them for the first time, I don't have to like do some diagonal angle at them. I can just literally be looking at them already, right? Um, so yeah, I think that's probably it. Especially since I don't think my game sense is terrible. It's obviously not like high level, but I think for where I'm at right now, I think it's pretty decent. Like I knew some things were happening. Like I knew that fucking Anna was gonna grenade me, and sleep dart me. It's just I don't know. I think my deflects could have been a little bit better, especially not on fucking shields. Oh my god. So that, oh yeah, that I should work on too. But I'm not gonna beat myself up about that. I think cursor placement is probably the most offensive thing that we got out of this. I think everything else was just kind of more like hindsight things. Um, I wasn't looking at things, and just based on my field of view, I think I was making good decisions. Obviously, like getting that Pharah pick or to help the Widowmaker would have been the better option, but that's a hindsight thing. Like I saw the Pharah for like 2 frames, and then I was like, oh, there's a Mercy here. Let me go for the Mercy. Silver is mostly about what me and my friend always calling winning your ones, meaning that when you can consistently win your 1v1 engagements, you'll climb out of silver. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Um, see, but I had Brig when I got the plat. Remember, like, well, I guess you weren't there when I got plat, but Brig was out, and I was pretty much a Brig main. Um, so I was good at dueling just because her kit was good at it, I guess. She is a good dueler. Not anymore. She's not too great at it now with her nerfs, but she's still decent. And yeah. So when I hit plat, it was with Brig, and I was a really fucking good Brig. We used to say that all the time to each other in Destiny. When one of us would bitch at another for not helping in the fight, the response is, "Gotta be able to win your ones, boy." Oh shit. Hey, that's true. Especially as Genji, right? If I'm gonna keep playing Genji, I have to be able to win those duels. I was fighting that Mora and the Ana all the fucking time, and that Ana got away too much. I for damn sure can say that Ana got away with too much. I should have killed her so many times every time I engaged her. Like I would get her so low. I would get her so low. And I don't know if it's that I would get nervous that she's low and I'm like, oh my god, she gotta die now, and then my aim would be thrown off or some shit. But she got so low every fucking time. Every fucking time. Oh man. It's easy to find 1v1 fights in silver. If you can run through a couple of 1v1s every team fight, then you climb out of silver. Yeah, I mean, in this game, the supports were pretty close to each other almost all the time. Um, like the Mercy totally ignored the Ana there, but she could have been healing the Ana, and she should have been. Somebody will always be alone. Well, let's see in this situation, who's alone? Besides Widowmaker, we're not gonna count Widowmaker, because obviously she's alone, right? But so who was alone? Ah, look at this. You're right. Look at that. Fucking Reaper over here, by himself, trying to flank. He probably we know for a fact that he goes after the Widow, right? So he fucking crosses from. He goes from here to here. Always, lol. How the fuck did he cross from this point to up here and none of us saw him? Let's follow him. Let's see. How did he do it? I watch him teleport. He went to points.
Helden sterben nicht.
Oh, that was a different time then. Okay, never mind. Look at that Anna, she have fucking like 1 health! Oh! Damn it! Alright, okay, here's another question. So besides this point, remember like when we were saying that I should have laid it out here? Besides that one point, gotta win your 1v1s. You're right. Did I lose? I guess I lost, right? She slept me and ran away. So that's her victory. You're right. But anyway, so besides this blade that I should have done that would have won this fucking round and the game, if I had done this blade, besides that one, do you think I hold on to it for too long? Holy shit, your entire team should be eating that Anna's ass right now. Right? Like she had free reign to run around in this fucking well, let me change color. She had this whole area to fucking run. And then when I got slept, when I fucking got slept, right? Well, let's go back a little bit. Um let's clear that first. There. Shit. Guess you didn't get the memo about the blue team hitting on the point. I must have missed that memo. No one fucking said anything on comms this whole game. Like, I'm so used to, like, plat where people talk. Well, I mean, sometimes, right? But, like, people talk. Why? Like, I was literally the only person talking on comms this game, except the McCree crying. Or, he's not McCree right now, but, like, whatever. Anyways, so, let's go back to where I duel this fucking Anna who's so low. Look at her. Oh, she naded herself. Okay, and then sleep. All right, so I get slept, and I call out Winston, come back. I'm like, Winston, come back. Anna's here. She just slept me, and he's over fucking here. There's fucking 5 people shooting at this one Zarya. There's fucking 5 people handling one Zarya right now. When I'm like, Winston, I just got slept, please come back. And he's like, nah, fuck you, I'm gonna stay over here on point. Oh man. And he could have easily killed that Anna. She has no nade, she has no sleep. Like, easy kill for him. If he just jumped, boom, right here. Now it might be on cooldown, so let's see. Let's see if it's on cooldown. He is number 6. So it is on cooldown because he just jumped probably. But let's keep an eye on the Anna from when he gets it back. Right here. So let's zoom out. Oh, see now it wouldn't be safe for him to go after Anna. All right, so I'll give him that. If he had done the jump now, he would probably die because that Bastion would melt him. So, all right, fair. But I asked for him to come back. He didn't say anything. He was like, "Oh, I don't have jump." He didn't say anything. He was just like, "Nah. Let me just zap this Zarya." Am I too salty about that? Am I salty? Am I like, is it okay for me to salty about him not coming when I asked him to come back to help me? Should I be salty? Is that right for me to be salty about? Probably not really. Yeah, I think I might be overreacting about him not coming. But it was like, you left me to die to this Anna. Fortunately, the Anna didn't kill me. But left me to die. Probably not really. I do think your whole team should have been in the choke, but they weren't and he was with them and both things died. He was with him? Oh, both of their tanks. Both of their tanks. So, okay. Me 1v1 against the Ana, right? Even though I lost that fight, the Ana could not help the tanks, right? So even though I lost the 1v1, and in terms of the match going on, I think it was probably the better outcome. Even though I lost the fight, right? Like the Ana could not help the team in that situation. So I think I still chose the right thing to do by going after the Ana for sure, even especially since he was so low, right? Like I should have been able to secure that kill, even though I didn't, and I went for it. The Ana was preoccupied with me and couldn't help the tanks. Yeah, let's right play easily. Your whole team should have been with you probably. All right, so let's see what okay, so yeah, this is before here. So I'm down here on the bottom. I'm probably oh yeah, this is when I caught they were going to the left. So I jumped over with Winston to dive a little bit. Okay, so let's slow down a little bit and see how this turns out. Okay, so they get the kill on a Mercy, nice. Winston is facing the point. The only threat on the point is this Reinhardt. And see, I'm looking here, I see Ana. So who's on? Who do we have on? We have Sigma, Lucio, and Baptiste. I think they can handle a Reinhardt. They're a little close to him, but the Reinhardt is facing away from them, right? Like he's not looking at them. Did he just charge? Is that maybe he just charged? I don't know why he's. Oh yeah, he's charging in. So they can easily get. He's already missing health too, so they can get some free pokes in, and then I'm pretty sure the Widow can just like bop him and he dies. Because right now the Widow has no one in her sights. Now, if you notice that the Reinhardt was charging, and I hope he did, right? Like he could just churn. He could be like, I'm gonna look over this way now. I think the Winston should have gone with me instead of going after the Reinhardt, which Winston versus Reinhardt is not a good fight for Winston. Just saying. Just saying. It's not a good fight for Winston. You don't want to do that fight. You don't do enough damage to Reinhardt. At least 1v1, right? So I think he should have gone after the Ana. He should have been turning over to the left and gone after these guys like I did. I don't think I'm being biased in saying that because that's the option that I chose. I think that was what he should have done. I didn't even know Bastion was here, to be honest. Like, he didn't contribute anything here. Oh look, I fucking hit the Ana. Oh shit, I'm not trashed here. Too bad I know the outcome of that fight. I wish there was like a... Is there a play button? Did I look for that already? Show health bars? Oh, that is a thing. Cool. Move fast, left shifts. Move slow, control. Oh, that's for the camera. Replay back, forward. Nope. Dang. How is there not a pause and play? You can use numpad. Oh, that's cool.
The base.
Get in here.
Oh, I was so late on the deflects. I hit her with her own dart, really? Her own... I think the functionality is pretty good though. Like the fact that it can rewind pretty quickly is actually really good. Cause like you can't do that shit on VLC and shit. And did I tell you when no one was talking in this game? Besides the other DPS, right? Like no one was talking, and if I was playing in gold with my friends right now, we'd be saying so much shit. We'd be like, "Hey, Anna's half," or "Anna here, I'm sleeping." Why does he jump? Why does he jump? What is? Where's he going?
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Did I watch him teleport? Did I really?
This one good.
Check this out.
I think I went for door back. Yeah, I did.
No one can hide from
No, I didn't see him do it, but I probably might have heard it. See, and I just specifically look up at the Widow too. I was like, oh shit.
Get in here.
Thank you.
Get inside. Activating the barrier. Let them out.
That was a wasted blade. I mean, the deflect wasn't a bad thing, but it was wasted. It didn't do anything. I should have bladed here. You're so right, dude. I should have fucking bladed here. How do we lose it though? How do we lose this fight? Because they're down a healer and we're all here.
Огонь по готовности!
Like, we all should have just collapsed on this fucking Mora. So, like, she was by herself and she ulted by herself. Like, there was no reason we didn't kick her ass. He also should have called Mei. If he called Mei, holy shit, we could have just killed her right there. If he said, hey, Mei behind you guys, we could have just fucking turned around and she dies. And then we would have had such an easier time with this fight. Oh my god. If only people talked. But yeah, oh, sorry. I missed it. Like...
Vamos esculachar!
So he leaps after Mei, gets her down super low, super low. He could have just said, hey, Mei behind. And the Widow could have probably just flick shot her and died. Or we could have all pounced on her ass.
Kill the Mahal.
But look at this fucking Mora's by herself. And what are we looking at? We're looking at this fucking Mei. I mean, I was on the Mora. Lucio and I are on the
Огонь
Mora.
по готовности.
The solo Mora on the point. Like, that's 2 picks. We could have had this Mei over here and this Mora in this area here. Like, but it wasn't caught to our attention that she was there.
Kill
And
the
I
Mahal.
and if Widow's standing up here, right? Widow can shoot this line where the Mei was. This was where Mei was. She
Огонь
could have
по
shot
готовности.
that Mei. And I think Widow at the Mei's health could have killed her. Even maybe not even a headshot. Oh, what the wait. Oh, the Widow's here on the fucking center. So she can't see the Mei from there. Because of the fucking terrain. God damn it. Still, all I'm saying is, if you had called out that Mei was behind us, we could have rotated down this way. We all of us could have just turned around and got their ass. Because no one here right now on the enemy team, and this enemy team here, is actually threatening us yet. But the Mei and Mora are. Zarya can poke at us here, sure. But we all could have just turned around and gotten the Mei, I think. I believe that we could have killed the Mei. Sigma throws her shit. The Baptiste aim at shooting enemies wasn't too bad. So, I don't know what his healing was, but whatever. But I think he could have killed. I think just the 2 of them combined could have killed the Mei. And I definitely would have turned around. If somebody called out a target, which no one did in this whole game. I even failed to call out a target. I failed to call out Anna was low. Unless, well, except for when I was Reaper. I was like, oh, yeah, these people were kind of low. I think I did. But I didn't do it as Genji. I was probably too, like, in the moment, I guess. Like, just thinking so much about what I should be doing. I find Reaper a little bit easier to play. I don't know if that's true or not. It might be. But, yeah, I think we could have killed that Mei. And then even ignoring that the Mei was there, right? Like, look at this Mora! Look at this Mora! Baptiste just lets her walk by him? Let me just mosey on by.
Kill.
Finally turns to him when he ults. Sigma doesn't know about Mora. So we could have called out Mora was on point by herself. Which should have been a dead Mora. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about this moment right here, right? Because they get the point. This is where they get the point. But I think we could have killed at least the Mora then. If not the Mei, you're saying, hey, no, we couldn't kill the Mei. All right. But I think we could have killed this Mora. We could have fucking killed her. Because she killed the Lucio. And we lost the healer. And he might have been our main healer because Baptiste didn't even fucking look at Widow. Poor Widowmaker. Now I understand why he was crying about not getting healed. I mean, I felt like I wasn't getting healed at times, right? But, like, I wasn't crying about it. I was like, oh, I fucking died. I was probably out of position or some shit. Not in line of sight. That's really easy to do as Genji. Like, you know? And I'm not staring at my healers all the time. So that's a very easy thing to do. I just dropped glasses. Damn. Well, yeah, I'm not I'm not sure what else other than mid picks or very like stare at a moment and see what can happen, like or think about up like what can happen. I'm not sure what else could I can get from this review right now. The big thing you need to take away from this fight is ult usage and tracking. They are able to come in and use their ults because you didn't use yours first. That's the key. You're right. I guess I threw the match when I didn't, or threw the round when I didn't use it out there, or I guess out here. Because if I did, probably would have wiped them, right? Like probably. So let's go back to that moment. Yeah, this is where the Anna died, which I killed her. All right, so let's see where they are here.
Vamos esculachar!
Okay, so Winston is out there by himself right now, zapping the shit out of them, and then we all rotate around. It might have wiped them. Mostly you're baiting out the grab, so sorry, I can't use it on point. You get solo grabbed and get killed, but it takes precious seconds to do it. Okay, so yeah, we're rotating around. I don't even think the Widow can see anything from where he is, but he's not in a bad position. He's standing on point, looking down main, right? Like I don't think it's a bad thing. He's not that Widow's not part of the fight right now, especially since it's only 4. But it's 4v1 right now because we're not doing anything right now because we're rotating. Like I was out here and then I went in. The whole team is going around right now. Okay, so you said when Anna died is when I should have done it, but they're pretty spread out, right? I think Mora could still fade away from me, and she had done that quite a bit, right? So Mora's player 12. Oh, so she doesn't have fade, but in 3 seconds she does. So I probably wouldn't have gotten to kill her in 3 seconds. If she fades away from you, then she can't heal whoever's next to you. That is true, right? Like using it to wall someone out, basically, right? Yeah. That's not something I would have thought about with Blade. I think about that with Grav, Shatter, Blizzard. Well, this is my viewpoint right here. Like, this is what I see. Because I was aiming at the Ana. I just killed her. So who do I see? Who is my target if I were to Blade right now? I can see Mora. I can see Junkrat. I see Orisa, but I don't know if I would go for Orisa. I might have. Okay, so let's go forward a little bit. So let's say in this time frame right here that Orisa is dead because I bladed her, right? and then we're gonna assume that maybe Mora went around to try to heal her. And assuming everyone else is moving the same. I guess my next target would probably be Gamora, because she would probably fade to get closer. I don't know. Well, maybe not. She would probably throw an orb. Okay, see, look. So the Winston sees the Mei. He could have called her out right here. Say, hey, Mei's trying to flank left side. We're not in danger in this fight at all. Now is the time where we could all fucking go boom. This shit out here wasn't dangerous. Everything that they fucking had in this zone is not a danger to us right now. So we could have turned to the fucking right, or well, our left, right? We could have turned. Winston can call out, "Hey, I see Mei, left side." We can all be like, "Well, we go after Mei." If she stalls us a little bit, whatever. We're gonna fucking get that kill super fast. It's all 5 of us. Wado could probably just turn a little bit, reposition a little bit, or keep an eye out here and keep zoning them out. I think this right here is the moment we could have killed Mei if Winston had called her out. They have grab and are seconds from coalescence. Mei has ice block and wall, so it's gonna take a while to kill her. The Winston almost got her down super quick on his own. I think with just one extra person helping him out, she would have died. I don't think she would have been able to ice block in time. Remember, we're in silver, man. We're in silver. Our reactions ain't that great. I don't know. This is a prime fucking moment for all of us to go after her. That is true. I mean, I'll give you that. It's true. Winston's DPS is not very high, so you can wait a while before you need to block. But it's still an isolated Mei versus a whole team. A whole team. But you're in silver and you can't count on team coordination. But we could have coordinated. Because I coordinated. I was like, hey, they're in fucking main. Oh, there's people left side. I was telling them. If I saw them, I was like, they're fucking here. And they would go there. They knew to go to where the enemies were when they're called out. All they had to do was call someone out. I do agree with you completely about this blade. If I had done this blade out here, it would have changed quite a bit. Because even if I had gone for the Risa and then maybe try to kill Zarya or Junkrat, like, and then see where that Mora ends up, that would have changed a lot. It would have changed a lot, and we wouldn't have to have gone to round 3, which was a fucking steamroll anyways. But that's not the point. like what we're looking at is here in this situation. Maybe I am too. I mean, I say all the time, I'm very used to being in a team or playing with people who talk or with my friends, right? So, and we do listen to each other. So I'm here thinking right now, like I'm still in a team, thinking, hey, if we called out May's trying to flank left side, we could have done something about it, but no one said anything. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. This is the silver review. You're right. There's that kind of nitpick is going beyond our team skill. I I might be a silver DPS player, but I'm not actually a silver ranked player. So I do have team coordination when it's called out. I will go and do it when someone says, go after this person, or they're flanking this way. I need help. I will fucking go. If you say, hey, I'm gonna jump, I'll be like, I'm with you. And that's why every time I saw this Winston go in, I'm like, I'm fucking going with you. Because I'm like, Winston's gonna need help. He's jumping in by himself. I'm not letting him go by himself. Every time he jumped somewhere, if I was near him, I would follow him. Like when I called out, hey, they're coming left side, and the Reinhardt was here, he jumped over, I jumped over the wall. But maybe that's because I'm not an actual silver player. So, yeah. Really, that's why I say focus on mechanics and combos and winning your ones. You know your game sense is above silver. The reason you're silver DPS is because you don't kill stuff very well. Yeah, yeah, that is true. I really don't kill stuff very well, and I think it was obvious every time I tried to kill the Ana, she'd get to like that one hit. You know, like one more melee hit would have done it. A shuriken, a stray shuriken hit her, she would have died, right? Like, yeah, yeah. Um, that's true. Obviously, this isn't a role that I have played a lot, right? I've always played support or tank, like you said yesterday or the other day. You're able to identify when she's out of place and vulnerable. You just got to be able to do something about that. Yep. And I do hope that the next time I play and I focus on my crosshair placement, that it will help me. Um, my as bad as my aim was in this game, I don't know what percent it was, but as bad as it was in some fights, it was actually in general a lot better than it used to be. Um, and that's good because you know we can duel sometime if you want help customs and do one. That I would love to do that. I know you'll beat the shit out of me. We've dueled once. Remember when we were when we were still in Scrub Cup? I think it might have been maybe afterwards, and we did a Zen one-on-one, and you kicked my ass. Obviously, because Zen is gonna you're gonna headshot me. Oh man, yeah, that was a lot of fun, dude. I like those kind of duels. I'd like practice 1v1s. And I used to, I don't know if we was still in here, but I would 1v1 with Weiwu to help her, um, like just practice fighting characters. And that's actually where I started using Genji a lot more, is I would play on Genji and then try to basically give her a hard time in those 1v1s and as much as I could with my crappy Genji, just so she get used to how Genjis can move, just as a possibility, like her double jumping or crouching and whatever, just whatever shit. You'd probably beat me in a Genji 1v1. I'm terrible. I don't know about that. Um, because if you can shoot with Zen, they have a kind of similar projectile. So you could just aim like that and just use the triple throw. And I mean, I know for a fact that your aim is better than mine. And I know for a fact that your game sense is better than mine too. So you would probably know when to deflect more and how to dash better than I would. At least, at least dash to kill me, uh, or get a hit in. I I have a pretty low record in Genji duels, but I'm normally fighting against Genjis that are like actual Genji players. I don't consider myself a Genji player yet. If I kept going with Genji in my DPS queues, then fine, I'll call myself a Genji player. But I'm a person who likes to play Genji, I guess. Dude, my aim has improved so much. I think it has. Dude, when I was watching you, was it last night? I was very impressed. Dude, I still loved when you fucking on that Roadhog. Oh man, when you well, it's not the same map, but basically the situation here, like he was coming out the fucking door and you fucking just threw your trans up and hacked his ass. Oh man, I can actually fight Lucio now. That used to be impossible. Dude, just hack him. Just hack his ass. I hate it so much that Sombra deletes Lucio from the game for like the hack time. He has no song playing now. At least have a song playing by default. That used to be. It used to be that your songs would keep playing when you got hacked. But nope. No, you get nothing. You can't wall ride. You can't play a song. You can't amp, obviously. Oh, fuck your song, Lucio. As a person who has Lucio as their most played character, there's a little bit of salt. There's a little bit of salt. Uh, I Lucio is still a strong character though. I just find it this new patch makes it so hard to get sound barrier, man. Like really, it really makes it hard to get sound barrier. And then you as a sound pro, you're like, hack, and now you get nothing. You don't. He's not even in the game anymore. He has nothing to contribute to his team except boop. Oh no, you can't even right click, can you? I don't even know if you can. But like, still, if that's not his primary function. Like his primary function is his songs. This is to speed people around and to heal. Mostly speed boosting people, but like he can't even do that. No heals, dude. It's no heals. It's not like his heals are strong either, right? Like, oh. But if we're gonna talk about healing, like Lucio's self healing got nerfed, right? And they did that to Brig in this patch, and it's just I don't think they should have. They reduced her shield by a lot already, and now her passive heal is less than it used to be. Like it 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 was quite a hit for Brig. And even though I still love playing Brig, and I can still play a really mean Brig, uh, it hurts my soul to like have my favorite character get nerfed like that. Like all the other changes, I'm even kind of okay with her shield being less. It was a little high, right? Like it was a little high at 500. 200, it's a bit low. I mean, but that's a whole character. You're basically placing a whole character in front of you, and that's cool. It was a rework for Brig. She's just played differently now. I don't really think it was a nerf. I play her kind of the same. I'm a slightly more passive because she doesn't have as much survivability, but she's still strong. I don't like the nerf to her survivability is what I'm talking about. Like I don't think she needed that much of a nerf. Like, but they did her. First of all, they nerfed armor completely. Rally doesn't last anymore. And I think does it give less now? I don't know. Her healing being over time kind of sucks, but I see why they did it. But having 3 charges on it is fucking awesome. She didn't have the survivability of a tank. She did not. I mean, she could survive, but she didn't survive like a tank. I wouldn't say like a tank. It's not like I could fucking. You couldn't 1v1 Ryan. You couldn't 1v1 Roadhog. You couldn't 1v1. Maybe Zarya. You might be able to bully Zarya. I 1v1 Ryans and Roadhogs all the time. Yeah, and you're Sombra. I can't do that shit as Brig. If it was like a semi-hurt Ryan, sure. But Reinhardt does too much damage. Roadhog could fucking. He can't one clip you. He can't hook combo you, but he can get you pretty low and then hook combo you. He could maybe like shoot you twice and then hook combo you instead of doing the normal shoot hook shoot. As a Sombra, Brig scared the shit out of me. But she was the protective support. She was a support that could protect the support. And she can't do that now. Right? If she's supposed to be the anti-dive, which is the dive is to mostly kill the supports, she can't do that nearly as well as she could before. Brig was a little strong though. I will give you that. She was a little too strong when she came out. I'll definitely agree with you on that. She just stunned them and procs Inspire and the diver. That's her role. Yeah, but that healing isn't that strong. It's like half as strong as Winston's DPS. Or something like that. Like, a Winston can zap you to death. It'll just take a little longer because it heals half his DPS. Because Winston doesn't do a lot of DPS. Inspire plus 3 armor packs is huge. She didn't have 3 armor packs before though. That's a this patch change. Right, because she was a tank and now she's a healer. She was always a healer though. I never played her as a tank. In fact, she was mostly played as a DPS by the pros. She wasn't played as a fucking healer. She was played as a DPS who can heal. Like now that they had to rework her as a healer, sure, her healing is higher in general, I guess. What she was playing in Goats, sorry, as a DPS before Goats came along, where she was considered a DPS and off support. And then Goats, she is still part of the DPS. Dude, I'm fucking mean on Brig, dude. I'll harass Reinhardt's just with stuns. I don't give a fuck. Every time this Reinhardt and Doomfist tried to charge on my team in this last game I played, they couldn't do shit. Even though I would get stunned too, it was worth it. Because I was with my team. And that Reinhardt trying to charge in, or the Doomfist trying to punch in, not with their team. That's her kit as a support, is that she can stun. She gets stunned for it too. It's not like shit's free anymore. That was a change that they made a while back. It wasn't creating space. It was stopping them from doing it. which I suppose is creating some space, yes, but they're trying to jump in. They're trying to fucking charge in, dumbass, and then if you're standing around, you're competing for space. He's charging in. He's aggressively, but not with his shield, making space, which is normally how Reinhardt would want to make space. But why would you, out of fucking nowhere, try to charge in? And I don't want my Reinhardt to get charged. I never want my Reinhardt to get charged. Or pinned, or whatever it's called. So I'll fucking take it every time. I'll gladly fall over with that clash every time. Even if I die. I'll fucking take it. I'm just really happy that Oldbreak is gone. I mean, I'll be fucking ecstatic if they delete Mei from the game, but whatever. That's not here or there. They're never gonna do it. Uh, I'm okay with new Brig. I'm not saying she's bad or that she needs buffs. I just think they didn't have to be so harsh about it. I think they could have slowly progressed to how they've done it, but they never take their time with anything. They always do drastic ass changes, and for a time they deleted Mercy from the game because she was almost useless. So there's that. It's 4 o'clock. That VOD review was a lot longer than I thought it would be. Game balance is more than art than science, I think. Yeah, maybe I think about how they balance a little too much, I guess. Because I think they jump numbers way too much. Like the values that they jump around are too significant. And if they just tweak a little bit, it wouldn't be so bad. But they fucking go like ham on that shit. They're like 60? Nah, son. 50. Like 55. Maybe? How about Lucio? His range was 30 and now it's 10? How about maybe 20? Play around with it. Maybe 20 is too big. We'll patch it later. Go to 15. Oh, that seems too big still. Let's go to 10 now. Like, ease into it. Why the fuck would you go from 30 to 10? That's huge. That's fucking huge. Anyways, yeah. You have a good night, man. Thank you again for joining me on my VOD review. Definitely helps, and I do appreciate everything you have to say. I will hopefully be working on my crosshair placement. I do think that was probably the most heinous thing that I saw. I don't think I was out of position too much, unless it was during a team fight. During a team fight, I think my position could have been a lot better, but that's probably because I'm focused on like trying to kill. Oh no, I'm gonna play right now. Trying to kill like the supports or a tank or someone who is, or something like that, right? But like also if someone on the team, and I'm just saying this as someone who's not a silver, right? Like if someone on their team had just called for help. If the Widow said, hey, this Reaper's on me, hey, this Pharah's on me, I would have fucking turned around and gone to the Pharah. Or killed, or gone to the Reaper. Or Sigma getting dived on the Reaper. He didn't call it out. I happened to see it and I was like, hey, I need to help my Sigma out. But no one asked for help. And I feel like that's probably the problem that they have as silver players, that maybe they feel like they can handle it by themselves. I don't feel like that, and I was in plat. I don't fucking feel like I can handle shit by myself. Even when I was on break, and I could maybe do some 1v1s, right? I wouldn't go for them unless I felt like it was a prime time to do it. Anyways, yes, thank you so much, and you have a good night, man. Hopefully, let's do some 1v3s more like. If she won 1v3, well, okay, that's fair. I do have some highlights of me doing like flanking the backline and shit as Brig, just bullying people. Cause I saw them hella low. I'm like, let me just swipe at you, bitches, and then you die. Fair and balanced. We'll talk about fair and balanced when Mei is gone from the game, okay? I think Mei's completely unbalanced, but that's just my opinion, and I really hate Mei, and I, uh, it might be partially biased. I don't know. So yeah, let's for sure let's do some 1v1s. I would love to practice, especially someone again that's higher skill rating who can help me out. Um, just give me tips in general, like you were doing today. You're off tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. Let's fucking do it, man. Today, yeah. Let's fucking do it, dude. If you see me on Overwatch, just be like, "Hey, man, want a duel?" I'll be like, "Yes." Even if I'm not on Overwatch, I'm probably at my computer, or if not, and I'll see it when I get back. Cause I leave Battle.net up, so like you just message me, and when I see it, I'll get back to you. And if I see you online, I'll be like, "Hey, man, when you're done with that game." Oh, I don't remember. I don't know if you answered. Did you get back? Did you play today? Did you get plat or not plat? Diamond? I guess I could look at the leaderboard. I didn't play today. I'm at 29-15 or something. Oh, so close, dude. Dude, I'm fucking rooting for you, man. 29-18, dude. You're so close. You're fucking right there, dude. Are you ready for the next tier of game sense and mechanics though? Like that's got to be rough. Like when I made it to plat, I finally felt like, hey, I'm in plat. I think I actually belong in plat because I was really complacent in gold for the longest time. I was like, I actually think I am a gold player, like a gold level in terms of like game sense, just skill in general. My positioning was pretty good though because I played Mercy a lot, and if you were exposed as a Mercy, you fucking died. So I didn't do that a lot. Um, yeah, man, that next tier is always gonna be rough. But I hope you get it, and I hope you can stay and learn from everyone in Masters, man, or in Diamond. That'd be cool as fuck. How funny that when we started in Scrub Cup, I was the highest ranked person. All right, man. Yeah, for sure. Good night, man. We'll talk tomorrow, for sure. Well, if anyone else is still here and watching, thank you for joining me on this journey. I do appreciate it. We will be still here. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know if you're still on, but if you are, we can do something real quick before I sleep. Um, or if anyone here wants to do something, we can play. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna turn off the stream. I think I learned a lot. I think I was able to analyze a lot too, which I'm very glad that I was, because I was a little nervous about it. I was like, I said I was gonna do it because I really wanted to, but I haven't done a VOD review in a long time, and not one of myself. So that was very interesting, and I try not to be biased about it, um, or too critical, right? Because obviously my aim is not good. So even though I was like, oh my god, I could have killed that Ana so many times, like I tried to not let that uh just like take over my mentality. And the fact that I was getting the Ana pretty low every time, right? Like that's better than I was doing before. So at least this is improvement, and I'm seeing it just from watching it and actually playing. I was aiming slightly better. I was at least hitting a pretty decent amount of times, right? So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna turn it off now. Thank you so much, everybody who tuned in. It was a lot of fun to do this self review of my VOD. Yeah, I'll probably do it again sometime. Maybe of a loss. I have to feel like I'm playing well in that game, or maybe playing awful in that game and analyze that. That'll be interesting as well too. So you guys have a good night. I'll be on for a little bit. If anyone has me on Battle.net or Steam, then hit me up. Uh, Otherwise, you guys have a good night or day, whatever time it is for you. Peace.